this video, I will have 5 2x2 Ortega method example solves. If you don't already know the Ortega method, then you can check out this video. This is the first scramble. You're welcome to follow along if you'd like, and I will always scramble with green facing forward and white facing up. The first thing I'll usually start doing is look for bars. There are lots of bars here, but for now, I'm gonna go with orange. To solve the rest of the orange, I would move this corner over, and then insert this orange piece, and then I would insert that orange piece by doing that. Now for OLO, I have the P case, and I can just solve that like normal. For PBL, the whole top layer is already solved, and I have a J-perm on the bottom. I wouldn't want to rotate and then do a J-perm. I would want to do an R2 and then do a J-perm, and then another R2. Here's the next scramble. There are lots of good bars here, like blue and white and yellow, but for now, I'm just gonna stick with white. I put the white bar at the bottom back, and to solve these two corners, I can move them over, do an F prime move to insert that one, and then insert this corner just like this. For OLL, we have the H case, and we can do a little bit of look ahead to see which PBL we're gonna get. Since I know what the H algorithm does, I can predict that there's gonna be a block on top, and there's also already a block on the bottom, so I can predict that I'm gonna get the ADGE case. If look ahead is confusing to you, then I can teach you in this video here. Just as I predicted, there is a block on top, which means we have the ADGE case. Here's the third scramble. Again, there are lots of good bars, but one thing I see is one yellow bar and then a second yellow bar. I could solve the yellow face just by doing U and then R2, but before that, I want to do some look ahead for OLO. When I insert this yellow bar down there, I will also be bringing up these two corners right there that are facing opposite from each other. So that means that I'm going to get the T case. And just as I predicted, I got the T case. And when I solve the T case, I can predict that there's gonna be another block on top, which means I will get the ADGE case again. Just like I predicted, I got the ADGE case. This is the fourth scramble. Again, there are lots of good bars, but I'm gonna go with blue. To solve the blue face, I can just do a U and then an L. But before that, I want to do some more OLO look ahead. When I solve the blue face, these two corners are going to move into these spots and stay in the same orientation that they are in right now. This corner is going to move up here and get twisted this way. Based on that information, I can predict that I will get the anti-soon case. And just like I predicted, I got the anti-soon case. Now I can do some PBL look ahead. The only thing the anti-soon algorithm does is twist the corners, and it doesn't move any of the pieces around. So I can predict that I will get an opposite case on the top. And there's already an ADGE case on the bottom, so I will get an ADGE-OP case. Just like I predicted, opposite case on the top and ADGE case on the bottom. This is the next scramble. There are lots of good bars to start with, but I'm going to start with yellow this time. I won't be doing look ahead for OLO this time because it's a little bit harder. To solve the rest of the yellow face, you can do a U prime move to set these two corners up, and then do an R prime to join them together, and then you can insert them like that. I have the anti-soon case, and the anti-soon algorithm doesn't switch around any of the pieces, so I can predict that I will get the ADGE case. Just like I predicted, I got the ADGE case. This is the next scramble. Scramble has no bars, and I will not be doing OLO look ahead because it is a bit harder. Since there are no bars, I'm going to need to make one, and I can do that by doing that, and then I can do a U2 to make the next bar and then join them together. For OLO, I have the T case, and the T algorithm switches these three corners around, so I can predict that I will get an ADGE case on the top. Just as I predicted, I got an ADGE case on the top. Thank you all so much for watching, and remember to check out my other videos, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and also share this video with others.